up, everybody? We're back with another NC90 Talk. I'm Nicholas, and this is my fellow Carlos.
What's up?
Today we have a special guest, the Brody Trevor.
Trevor!
How we doing?
Trevor. And let's get straight into it. So today, we're going to be talking about Niners vs. Cardinals in Mexico City. The beatdown win, very good win. And then we're going to preview the Niners vs. Saints game. America's game of the week. But let's take it back. Mexico City. What do you think about that game?
I definitely thought they were able to unleash all their weapons and showcase, what is possible, the potential for that offense. And defense took care of business as usual. I remember we lost this Colt McCoy Cardinals team last year.
Yeah.
So
That was bad.
just the fact that it could be a statement win like that definitely feels nice.
I think the defense played really well. The defense this is the third game that they've shut down the offense on the second half. I feel that they need to show up, especially on prime time, Monday night. In history, the Niners usually did well on Monday night. In the last few years, it's been kind of iffy. But this was a really important game for us to show the whole country how well or potential, like Trevor said, our offense can do. I think the defense needs to continue where they're at right now and not take all these teams lightly. This was a team that we should have won, and we did win, and I think we're going to have the remaining of the schedule is going to be similar. There's going to be a lot of these teams that we should be beating and we should win. We didn't do that in the beginning of the season, so I think we're hitting the right stride. What do you think?
I thought it was a great win, Obviously, it's the Cardinals. People are then you got to mention, all the top teams are beating bad teams also, but Niners beating down these bad teams are what they need to do, and as you said, unleash the weapons. They look very good, especially with Jimmy G, not forcing anything. Jimmy G's making the right plays, and with those right plays, you can turn this offense into a really nightmare for teams. And the defense, you don't even have to talk about the defense. It speaks for itself,
The second half adjustments, I think, are crucial. I think that goes to show D'Amico Ryan's, skill as a coach and being able to make those in-game adjustments. And I also think, talking about Jimmy not forcing anything, I even think that first Kittle touchdown where it was kind of like a, quarterback receiver connection, kind of off-brand, off the play. I thought that was something I've never seen from Jimmy, to be honest. Other than that, the closest thing being that Ray McLeod sideline pass the week prior. So I think, all the trash, I like to talk about the man. I think he definitely is, getting back into form for sure.
Well, having all those options is going to help him.
Yeah.
And it has helped him. So, if they're going to guard Debo, they're going to guard you, they're going to guard Kittle, then here comes McCaffrey.
The biggest thing is McCaffrey because he is like a safety blanket. Jimmy G, he felt like he had to force stuff because, you don't have a running back that can, do well, like Jeff Wilson. You're not going to catch and go 20 yards, But Christian McCaffrey has another element to this team, and that's why they're winning a lot with him.
So if you see the stats from last game, each of their primary offensive weapons did something.
Yeah.
Either scored a touchdown, had 80 yards or whatever it was. Ayuk scored a touchdown, Debo scored a touchdown, Kittle scored a touchdown. The only ones that didn't score a touchdown was CMC, but he got him too.
109 yards.
But he got him doing. And then also, what I noticed in the offense was in the first half they didn't play Mitchell.
Yeah.
Right. Here comes second half. He had almost 100 yards in the second half, 150 yards rushing as a team. So it's just, if they continue playing like this, it's going to be a scary team for the rest of the NFL. That's including the Eagles, that's including the Dallas Cowboys. But it's just they got to be consistent though.
Yeah, you got to, for this team to put it that much points and just have such a good defense, that's going to be a tough team to beat. Yeah. And, you can't argue with what Jimmy G and the offense is doing right now. They're cooking right now.
4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That's what you want.
Yeah.
He could even have 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, and they still win.
Yeah.
You just gotta limit, the interceptions.
Yeah. Kyle Shanahan, he's on and off sometimes. One game, he's in his bag. Another game, he's conservative. But Cardinals, he just punched them in the mouth and just kept going. Just kept just punching until they got knocked out.
I have a feeling with these teams that they're quote unquote supposed to win, I think he's gonna unleash even more of his offense to a certain point, just to get the motor rolling.
100%.
Right. So come playoff time, they're gonna be like hit on all cylinders. They're not like trying to figure out where can we use this player, where can we use that player. This is like the practice for them.
And the fact that he's getting guys like Ayuk that involved with all these weapons is perfect. Because, you can't bat an eye to a guy like Ayuk who could just cook a corner off of a zig route. You know?
It's nasty.
Like, it's crucial having a guy like that who's almost like a hidden weapon in between all the big names. And I think it's crucial. Finally, Kittle is getting targets too. Not just an honorary lineman. So I mean, it's been good to see that as well.
So on to this week.
On to Niners versus New Orleans Saints. America's game of the week. Remember that play with Kittle in New Orleans?
Yeah.
Big time play. Shootout. Jimmy G won that shootout against Drew Brees. But now Drew Brees is gone. Got a new offense with Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Let's just what's your thoughts and your predictions for this game?
I think the Saints are one of those teams that, whether people underestimate them or not, they're always in close games with good opponents. I think they had like two games against the Vikings and Bengals that both were like one possession games. And they definitely gave the Bengals the run for their money, I remember. And obviously even that Vikings team that is, one of the better teams. So I think it's going to be close. I mean, I think if Kyle Shanahan can scheme up a game plan and, the defense brings, their, what they're usually supposed to bring, I mean, I think obviously you take care of business, but I think the Saints that defense could definitely cause us some trouble. And I think it's needed because I think one of the biggest things that I worry about with our team is, coming back from behind and playing from behind. And, maybe they kick us out on a few, quick 3 and outs and we're playing from behind. And I honestly think that could be good, win or lose. I obviously, like you said, in the beginning of the season, we lost some easy ones to like the Bears and Falcons and stuff like that. Games, you should have won, especially looking back. So hopefully they don't drop this one. But I do think it'll be closer than most people think, or than the spread says, which is, I think, is like 9 points. So I think it definitely will be within one possession, 10 points max. But, like I said, if Kyle can scheme up a good game plan and, get that well-oiled engine, up and running, I think we'll be in a good position for sure.
What's the final score?
Final score? I would say like a 24-17, like 24-21 would be kind of scary, but I think it's definitely going to be sub 30 for both teams. I mean, shoot, if we can hold the Saints to, not saying their offense is anything crazy, but holding them to, under 17 points would be nice. Definitely needed for sure.
Yeah, what's your prediction?
I feel this is one of those games that we need to come out fast, strong, and just get them out. Just don't let them hang around. Just be consistent with our defense. Be consistent with not making errors, not turning the ball over. And then when the time comes to score touchdowns, score touchdowns. I think we need to start doing that a little bit more, because coming the playoff time, like I'm saying, these are the games that we need to practice getting in the end zone, not kicking field goals. Because coming the playoff times, that's what has killed us in the past. We let teams just, hang around. So I think this team is, if we make them one-dimensional, which we're the number one rushing defense, if we stop their rush, which I don't think their rush is that good, we stop them, then we make them one-dimensional, then here comes Dalton throwing it for 40 times, 50 minutes, and we know he cannot do that. Especially with our defense. So if we could stop him in the beginning, I think we should have a good chance to win. And not underestimate none of these teams moving forward, but I think we should be able to handle it. Jimmy G, another strong game. I feel like he's going to throw at least 2 or 3 touchdowns. Our rushing, I think Kyle Shanahan is going to just rush because this defense is now a good rushing defense. So he's going to rush the ball a lot. And if we rush the ball a lot, it's going to open up play action. It's going to open up these guys upfield. So shouldn't be an easy game, probably in the beginning, but I think at the end they're just almost similar to the Cardinals. Not easy, but I think it's going to be. I feel this team should be averaging at least minimum 30 games per game. 30 points. Sorry, 30 points per game. So I think they're going to score at least 30 points, 30 to a 13 more or less. A little touchdown, a couple field goals for the Saints, but I don't think they don't have enough firepower the way our defense is playing right now. But again, anything can happen. But I feel the way they're playing right now, it should be a 32-13 game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saints they don't have some, well, they're questionable. Cameron Jordan, questionable. Their leading passing rusher. Their pass rusher.
Yeah.
Their leading DB, Marshawn Lattimore, might be out.
Oh, wow.
Mark Ingram, their secondary running back, might be out. And some notable names for them. So if they're out, it's definitely bad for the Saints. So
Is Debo?
He's questionable.
It's questionable, right? So
yeah, but they get Samson Ebukam back, and that's on the D line that's
good.
feasting right now.
Yeah.
So I think big game for Jimmy, big game for the running game, and I think Jimmy G is gonna protect the ball as usual, what he's been doing this season.
Yeah.
And I think Kyle Shanahan, like you said, is gonna bring out all of his weapons, and just unleash them and not be so conservative, like down, because the beginning of the season he was very conservative.
Yeah.
Lost games they shouldn't have lost, especially the Bears, conservative. Broncos 10 points and all these. I think they're gonna, for this late stretch for the next few weeks and up to week 18, and they're gonna score 30 plus points for the rest of the year.
And I think that because of the recent play, especially by Jimmy, I think it'll make Kyle less akin to being conservative and trusting him to throw the ball more.
And that's what's gonna separate this team, because if they're not passing and just running the ball, and being so conservative, teams are gonna come back. And, teams like Cowboys, Eagles, they're gonna come back because they're gonna be aggressive. They're gonna punch you in the mouth. So if Kyle Shanahan is playing aggressive with Jimmy G playing like this, I don't think it should be any close game for the Saints game. Saying like,
I think they have to come out hungry, right?
Yeah.
Every game they have to come like the bully.
Yeah.
They have to bully each team they play. Because now that they see the Niners with all these weapons, all these other teams are gonna come and try and okay, we guys have all these weapons. They're gonna come at them strong.
Yeah.
We just gotta answer to those punches. We gotta answer to those, whatever the other team brings.
Yeah.
So they should be ready. Don't take no team lightly for sure.
Yeah, I got a 34 to 16 game. Or 34 to 14. I'll say that. Saints are gonna get their little touchdowns in, but Niners are just gonna punch them in the mouth from the beginning, and they're not gonna let up, which Kyle Shanahan has done in the past, and they've lost big games like the NFC Championship, Super Bowl. But as I said, these late weeks, I think they're finally gonna show that they're the top team in the NFC, and they can beat these teams like the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Vikings, and the Chiefs, and all these teams. They can beat them, and
they gotta score points because
they gotta score.
Because Miami's around the corner.
Yeah.
And they average 30 plus points.
Yeah.
Per game.
Look at the Broncos. If they scored 18 points per game, they'd be like 9-1.
Yeah.
So you gotta put the ball in the end zone. Do not settle for field goals. Doesn't matter who you're versing. Just gotta keep rolling.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good for this week's NC Niner Talk. Week, what is it, number 12? Week number 12.
Yep.
Niners vs. Saints, 125. America's Game of the Week. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Go Niners.
Peace.